Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and the video that I'm about to show you is going to piss you off, and it should. Listen, this is our old buddy Joseph Lubin talking about how he's got a digital asset, Ethereum, that's not a security, but all of yours are securities because he knows. Listen to this.
Yeah, or worse names. Ethereum's early advantage is apparent in so many ways. One is a regulatory advantage in that Ethereum and Bitcoin arrived on the scene before regulators were watching, and so via different mechanisms we were able to distribute our tokens broadly and equitably, which is critically important for the success of decentralized protocols like this. If you're a great team right now with a great technology, you need and you have designs on being a layer one protocol, you really need massive decentralization to claim that you're a layer one protocol, to claim that you're a new trust foundation. Otherwise, you're kind of a pretty small platform and potentially corruptible. And so we were fortunate enough to be able to frame our token as a utility token and get the excitement of the community of developers, entrepreneurs, users. A project right now, even if it's excellent, needs to incentivize its community to be excited about the token. And usually the way to do that is to say, hey, this token is going to appreciate by the agency of this group over here. By definition, that's a security. This is Matteo Leibowitz's distribution quadrilemma. It's not my construct. And so regulators are watching. So pretty much all the tokens need to be either introduced into the world in a convoluted fashion or are really just going to be seen as securities so that they can't be distributed broadly and equitably. They are being called VC coins. Oh, sorry, Jamie, or professor coins, and
worse names than that as well.
Yeah, or worse names.
All right, and you think that's bad? Listen to this, and I found this Albert Einstein quote because it's so fitting. The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. And then I was copying Gary Gensler and Hester Pearson this. I said, Joe Lubin on why no competitors can touch him. In other words, why he has a monopoly, because Ethereum came along when you were not watching, regulators. That's what he thinks. He thinks that he now is the king of the mountain because you guys weren't watching. And we know that he's wrong on this because you guys are watching. You're reaching back on Ripple right now. You could do the same thing on Joseph Lubin, and I have a question. Why aren't you doing it? This guy, Ethereum, issued a security, period. Everybody knows it. Even Bill Hinman acknowledged that. Why are you not reaching back on Ethereum? Why is nobody going after what they did in that ICO? That and what you're going to see in the rest of this video, you'll be glad to know that we are going to bring hell, because we now know that John Deaton has gotten in a position where he can do a brief in this SEC versus Ripple case. We'll get to that, but first, I wanted you to watch the rest of this. I drew a blank. This is crazy. I'm sitting here doing this video, and I can't even remember if I played you this video. I'm going to play it again. It's not going to hurt.
Matteo Leibowitz, you guys probably are aware of the distribution quadrilemma. So he basically indicated that it's going to be incredibly difficult for a startup project to take the place of Ethereum or Bitcoin, just because we happened at a moment in time when securities regulators around the world were not watching, and we became sufficiently decentralized. And
you hear that, Gary? While you weren't watching, You weren't there. It was Jay Clayton. But while you weren't watching, or Jay Clayton wasn't there when they started out with Ethereum. I don't know who it was. But regulators weren't watching, and it's like a ha-ha, you can't get me now. Okay? No, you guys can get him. Y'all can go back and get him. You can go back and get Ethereum right now. Why aren't you doing it? You're doing it to Ripple, but you're not doing it to these guys. There's a reason for that.
They're simply, what they have to do is sell tokens broadly and equitably. They need to raise enough money to build the project and continue the project. They need to build a community, incentivize growth in their community. And in order to do that, they pretty much have to get tokens in the hands of the community, and they have to promise that those tokens are going to appreciate by the agency of some group. And so by definition, that's a security. They're selling a security, so it's not going to be...
By definition, that's a security. Nana boo-boo, you can't catch me. I mean, that's how this guy is. The way this guy comes across with his giddiness about... Because basically what he's saying is, okay, we got away with it, but you can't. You're a security because you guys didn't do it back when the SEC wasn't watching. I mean, this is crazy. This is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy what is going on right here. And now Fox Business is on this. Now everybody's starting to see it. And now John Deaton is about to come into this SEC case and be able to put in front of that judge what the XRP community's been cooking, which is video and evidence and all the different things we've been showing. And now that judge is going to be staring right at it. Right at it. And look, like I've said 1,000 times, even though all the people in this thing deserve to be investigated, I don't even want them to be investigated for the sake of the industry. What I want is a level freaking playing field. XRP is more decentralized than Ethereum. This Ethereum decentralized business is a joke. They know it. They know it's not true. Proof of work is a joke. They know proof of work is a joke. They have not transitioned to 2.0 yet. Ethereum's a security. Ethereum 2.0 is a security in progress, and I want my freaking reward. That's the deal. That's the fact, Jack. All right, now moving along. So then we get this from Crypto Law, John Deaton's law firm, breaking Judge Torres grants amici status to John Deaton and movements and denies motion to intervene. Okay, so then James Phelan had broken this down. Court gives John Deaton power to brief questions of law on behalf of individual movements. This is a huge win for XRP community because the interest of the individual movements and the XRP community are aligned. Court stated that and then Jeremy Hogan weighed in. Congratulations, John Deaton. And he says, amicus curiae, which is what the judge granted status, allows you to file an official brief which the judge will take into account when making her final decision. Then Charles Gasparino comes in. We'll be discussing John's legal victory, which he did, and here we go.
Charlie's here. Now, breaking news on the story that Charlie's been following. A judge from the Southern District of New York today granted permission for more than 23,000 XRP holders to get their voices heard in court after Charlie interviewed the lawyer representing the cryptocurrency shareholders on Friday. Watch that.
Well, right now, we've asked the court permission to come into the case and intervene as de facto defendants, or in the alternative, to grant us amicus standing with participatory rights. Basically, what that means is to allow us to prove that the XRP that we purchased is not only not a security, we also didn't enter into a common enterprise with Ripple.
Here now to discuss, Charlie Gasparino. So what does this mean?
That is the great John Deaton. This is potentially a big development in the SEC versus Ripple case, which is a big development in crypto. If the SEC loses the case against Ripple, XRP, which is its cryptocurrency that is used in its decentralized network for cross-border transactions, that's going to be declared a legal currency, not a security, doesn't need SEC approval. Huge story for the crypto business, because it's basically saying that the SEC overstepped its bounds in regulating the crypto business by declaring XRP a security and essentially going after Ripple for using XRP as a security to finance the build out of its platform. Huge thing. Here's why it's big. John Deaton now, joins the suit. It's almost as if when he says it's an amicus brief, he's now being sued, although he's not. He's just part of the case. What he's going to do now is say, okay, SEC, not only, you can do whatever you want with Ripple if you think Ripple did something wrong, but he can go to the judge, and this will be, I guess, before a federal court judge, not a jury. I don't know the particulars, but so far it's before a judge. He can go before that judge and say, this action was so bad, so egregious, so outside the norm, because not only did you go after Ripple, you basically went after these innocent XRP holders who just bought the stuff, who were trading the stuff for 7 years before the SEC came in and said it's a security, and lost a ton of money the minute the SEC said it was a security because it got bounced off of exchanges, the price of it went down, and they owe us money. And that's what is going to go on here. So it's essentially that the SEC is fighting a front on this. It's got to fight against Ripple. Ripple's fighting back, obviously, so it's got to prove its case against Ripple, whether it knew and whether it violated the law. Not an easy case. I've been talking to people about this. A lot of lawyers, securities lawyers, saying, well, wait a second. It was 7 years. They let this thing go on. What Ripple did with XRP in building out its infrastructure was no different than what Ethereum did with its Ether cryptocurrency, and they were given the green light. And now they're going to listen to John Deaton say how XRP people that had just weren't part of the Ripple process. Totally opposite. They're literally trading the stock, or they're trading the cryptocurrency. I almost said stock. It's not a stock. It's not a security, according to the Ripple people. They were harmed and had no business being harmed in this whole thing. It's the SEC who's overstepped its bounds. So it's a big case. Obviously, XRP isn't gaining much ground. I think it was negative earlier in the day. I think it's up a little bit right now. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, it's when you talk to legal experts, it's up now, right? Did it pop on the news? I think so, a little bit.
It's down a penny. So.
Down a penny. So it's an interesting case. Listen, there's two cases that the crypto...
All right, that's the gist of it. I wanted to show you this, so I shouted out John Deaton. I said, hey, John, please show Judge Netburn this now that he's in. Show Judge Netburn this. I'll send a few hundred other things she may want to see, too. We are about to bring hell. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Everything we've been putting together, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the video and different things that have been found in the XRP community, a lot of these things have been put into John Deaton's video library. And let me tell you what, if I'm the judge in this case, and I even saw 1/100th of the evidence that has been provided in social media on Twitter from people that are XRP fans, I would do a big fat drop kick of the SEC out of my courtroom, because this is a travesty and it is obvious. And not only would I be doing some drop kicking like that, I would also be doing some referrals to the Justice Department if that's how that's done, because something's really, really bad here. Okay? That's what I'd be doing. Now, John Deaton said this a few days ago, BlackBerry XRP, that is the official cool guy, Mr. Intuitive of the Digital Asset Investor channel. We were all on TV today regarding my appearance on Countdown with Liz Claman and Charles Gasparino, and turns out somebody was listening. And then Brad Garlinghouse said today was another good day. Stuart Alderati even weighed in. XRP holders have always said that the SEC's lawsuit is a direct attack on them. Now it's official. The court's ruling permits John Deaton to share his meaningful perspective to help the court reach a proper decision. Yet another important and positive development. And then there was this, which I think is so true. The XRP community might just go down in history as the community that saved the entire crypto market from the SEC's terror. And Jeremy Hogan had tweeted this. Look at Judge Torres's order granting amicus status to XRP holders. Yes, Judge, a lot of things about this case are backwards. Why would 22,000 XRP securities holders want to intervene as defendants in a case where the SEC is supposed to be representing them? It's insane. Okay, and then James Rule showed this. Tomorrow, the Financial Services Committee in Congress is having a hearing called Oversight of the Securities Exchange Committee. Wall Street's cop is finally back on the beat. I hope what they mean is that that the COP is Congress, and they're now going to oversee the SEC, which is what we've been needing. And this is the actual hearing. It looks like it's tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So I'm sure we'll all be checking that out. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Tell your friends and family to check out this hearing tomorrow. It's going to be